Hey guys, welcome to the Midlife Mix. This is a space where three lovely ladies get together and discuss about the fabulous 40s, all the facets, all the colors of midlife. We are your hosts, and I'm Ramya, a mother of two, an educator, and a writer.
I'm Nivedita, a yoga instructor, wellness coach, and a mother of 18-year-old.
Hi, I'm Dharti, an artist, interior designer, and mother of two beautiful girls. So today we'll be talking about friendship in our 40s, the kind that changes, teaches us, tests us, and sometimes even surprises us.
Friendships now are not the same as in our 20s. We are low in energy, time. The priorities have changed, and people have grown in different directions.
This is the time we are actually looking for depth in relationships and genuine people. Time is on a budget. Sorry.
Yeah. So if you're thinking,
So I have a question for you guys. How do you see friendship now at your 40s?
Well, I have become incredibly picky. For me, I need like-minded people, shared spaces, shared grounds. That's what works for me best.
How about you, Dharti?
for me, friendship, a stronger bond, clear communication. At the same time, my vibe should match. So, which is very important to me at this point of time.
True. For me, I think where there's less expectations and when we give space to each other and more deeper conversations, I feel I value that more in friendships now.
That is true. So, guys, let's get more spicier and let's ask what are the red flags in friendship? What do you all think?
For me, the red flag would be somebody who makes me feel bad about myself. I think that's a sure shot red flag for me. And somebody who uses my vulnerability against me.
I feel when the efforts are just one-sided, I mean only the one person is making all the effort to keep the friendship alive, it's a red flag for me too.
And for me, red flag would be silent treatment. You know, that at this stage of life,
True, yeah.
for me at this phase of time, you know, communication plays a very important role. And if you feel that, you know, you're in high school and I'm not talking to you, you are not talking to me, it doesn't work for me.
And I think that's for all relationships.
True. Not only friendship, it's
Yes,
about
not
everything.
only friendship. When you communicate, you can solve so many different problems.
True.
And do you know, guys, many times in life when good things are happening, there are these people who give you backhanded compliments. Now, that is a big question mark for me.
True. That is true.
And
And
also
possessiveness. But don't you think possessiveness is something good that you consider in a friendship?
See, if it's
A
coming
friend
from
being
a
more
place,
possessive?
I think if it's coming from a place of love and care, I'm okay with it. It's a fixable problem, a problem nonetheless. But if it's coming from a place where they want to take control of you, I think that's something distance would creep in eventually.
I feel it's kind of more emotional blackmailing, if there's a feeling of emotional blackmailing.
And I think
If
even
there is.
keeping score is a very big red flag for me. you know?
Yes, true,
That-
so true.
Because if we are not. Yeah.
That sometimes.
Yep.
But now they have to bear up with me.
Yes, you do. She does keep scores. Yeah. But we've got used to it now. So for us, it's absolutely.
See, after you spend that time with each other, then you'll have to anyway deal with it.
So now let's
You
play
get
a
it.
game. You think so? It's a good idea? Let's
Yeah.
play agree and disagree.
Brilliant. So you can have only one best friend. Agree or
Disagree.
I think I feel we shouldn't put pressure of friendship just on that one friend. We can rather, find different things in different friends.
Yes.
So yeah.
As per me, they are not limited edition items. Different
That's a
friends,
good one.
Yeah. Different friends get
agree.
different things out of me. Like, some of them, like, I'm a lot of fun with them. Some take care of my emotional needs. Some are very inspiring and motivational to me. So I feel it's unfair that only one
Yes,
friend would take over
absolutely.
that.
They bring something to your life.
And according to proximity, I feel you vibe with different people on a different plane.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that happens as well.
Yes, we do have our childhood buddies who are like really close to us yet, but as she said, proximity is very important.
There are a lot of
Like-
variables.
Yes.
Proximity being
like
one.
meeting day to day.
Yeah.
That those are your close knit friends at that point of time. So
Correct.
that also
For
matters.
me, family is also another variable. We are all running on different timelines. Getting them together is a concern. So,
True.
therefore, different friends, different timelines, different vibes.
What do you think outgrowing a friend for your personal growth? How true is it?
I feel disagree.
I agree.
Yeah. For me, growth does not always mean cutting off people. That we need to always have a set of boundary in regards to, that anybody, okay, fine. If somebody is trying to choke you or overburden you, then it's
Then that's
okay
the
to get rid of it. But I feel that's avoidable and it's better to be clear.
I think it depends on the wavelength, because if one is like growing at that, at a meteorical level, and then the other one is kind of constant, issues do creep in, and then you outgrow the friendship. I feel it's happened with me. It could be different for you.
Yeah, for me, I feel you don't need to outgrow anyone for your personal growth. Two friends can grow together or grow separately.
That is true.
But they can still be friends at the same time. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Good
One
point.
from me. You must support your friend in every phase of life, no matter what. Agree or disagree?
Absolutely agree. And I feel if they
Absolutely
don't,
agree.
then they are not your friends. Absolutely.
Agree.
Partners in
Partners
crime.
in crime always.
Okay. And do you think it's okay to cut off friends without communicating?
Disagree, a no. I think everyone deserves a closure in their life. So if that moment comes, please talk to the friend, please tell your issues, and then you can slowly distance yourself. But yeah,
Yeah, you have to
ghosting-
eat the bullet, guys. I mean, ghosting
Yes.
really doesn't make
Yes,
sense.
it
It's a little
doesn't.
immature. So I think you need to discuss, you need to fight in the mud, and you need to just,
True.
move your own way. Men and women can never be platonic. Agree? Disagree? Disagree.
For me, respect, boundaries in any relationship is very important. And if that is taken
Yeah.
care of, I feel it's absolutely fine.
Absolutely. Yeah, respect, as you said. But also depends on the place these guys are coming from.
Yeah, as we said, boundaries have to be set.
Boundaries
so that's
have to be
how
set.
best
Correct,
friends
true.
can be male or females.
What do you think? Is it possible to love a friend more than your partner?
That's a tricky one because I think for all three of us, our partners are very important. But on a general quote, I disagree in regards to it's okay to be closer to your best friend than your partner as well.
There is no right answer for this, but my scales are tipping towards disagree because I am closer to my partner than any of my friends.
Yeah, so yeah, for me as well, it's a personal opinion, but there are people who might love
Yeah.
their friends more. But for me, my partner is first my friend. So so
Correct. And it also depends upon the relationship that
True.
you're having with your spouse, actually.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
If you're on the same page and if you're like friends first, then obviously you'll be closer to your partner. But otherwise, yes, you will have your closer girlfriend or boyfriend than your partner.
Okay. What do you think? Will money affect any friendship? Agree or disagree?
Can I be on the fence?
No.
Me too. Can I be on the fence? No, I think I'm on the fence with this one because I think you have to be mature enough to set your boundaries from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you should not let the person you borrowed from ask you for the money. You should have that maturity to say, I will give it back at so and so time.
True. For me, it's more than money. It's the miscommunication. That we every friendship should have some boundaries, some limits, some rules. So once that rules are set, I don't think money can be an issue to break any friendship.
And if they're not mature enough,
Then they should
to
respect
keep,
that.
And if they're not mature enough to keep it unspoken, I feel then you need to speak about it.
True.
And for me, like if I give, it's very difficult for me to ask for my own money back. So
That
I
none of
will
us can.
appreciate a
None of us
friend who
can.
will always make sure to give it on time. So yeah, well, sometimes it can ruin your relationship. Always, whether it's your sibling, it's your spouse's family, your family, or your friends, keep the money
I
matters
can't even
clear.
ask for my own salary for that matter.
Yeah, keep the money matters clear, guys. Always,
Always,
it
yeah.
helps to build the relationship better.
Should friendship always side with you even if you're wrong? Should friends always side with you?
You must support your friend no matter what.
Yes, partners in crime,
Partners in crime.
always. So,
So let's move to the green flags. I think they've been
Okay, let's
know?
move to the green
I
flag.
game
love,
is
green,
done.
I love green color, so yeah. let's
because
do
I
that.
believe that one green flag has the capacity of weighing over the 10 red flags that we
flags.
spoke about. So what is that one green flag for you guys?
Okay, for me, green flag is showing up when you need help. So that is one major green flag in a friendship, and my vibe should match with them, and they should understand me at every given point. That's my too much expectation from friendship, but yeah, that's what it is.
But what if you're not able to show up? Like many times I know when you were in need and when you were going through certain patch.
See,
I could not be there.
But even calling and addressing the problem to your friend is very important. That to make them feel that you are there at that point of time.
Absolutely,
for them.
there are ways. You don't need to always be in person, but yeah, calling and addressing.
Addressing
important.
is very important.
For me, I feel I really value authenticity in a friend, in anyone. Just be your real self with me and don't create any personality confusions, and I am all for it. So authenticity is something I really
Very
value.
I think you
point.
need that scanner, that screen that scans you.
The transparency.
Yeah, because I can scan fake friends, so who are faking their personalities, I can scan them. So yeah, I feel just be authentic. However you are, I'll accept you, but
Be yourself. True.
I think for me, what a major green flag would be is maturity in conflict, and someone, as she said, someone who accepts you wholeheartedly. See, maturity in conflict is something I feel these days conflicts are turning ugly, and you need to be very graceful about it, because you're going to talk about awkward things. You're going to come across a rough patch in your life with your friends. But then at that time, if you keep your grace and if you keep your strength,
true.
I think a strength of character, I think that goes a long way for me.
True.
Because I can't take ugly.
Yeah, and I think at your 40s, that's the bare minimum you can show the maturity to end the relationship, or communicate what you have felt bad about each other. Well.
Because at that time, if things get really toxic and things get ugly, that could be a point of friction in future.
True.
For me, it is.
So, what are the silent calls for help in friendship for you guys?
For me, it's basically the change in behavior, and secondly, the silent treatment. You can make out that the friend suddenly silences out. They are very different in the crowd, where they're trying to show they're very happy, but deep inside that they are not. So that's
a
something
very important point
It's a
you
very
picked.
important.
Yes.
Because not many people are assertive about it or vigilant about it. I think you got to be
observant, very observant.
Nivedita will talk to you about it.
Observant is the word which.
Because sometimes, your friend is with you always, but then is mentally absent. So I think that is a silent call for help.
True.
Yeah, so there's a anecdote of my life. Like recently, my daughter went to university for her for the education, and for a while it was a very different phase of my life, and which we call as empty nester. And we used to often meet for breakfast and coffee, and Dharti noticed the change in my behavior, and one fine day she actually asked me, and thanks to you, Dharti, for that. Nivi, lately I see you smile very less.
Yeah.
So is everything okay? And when she said, I broke down.
Yeah, we used to bear
Yes.
the brunt
Yes, we
because
used
she
to
was
bear the
she was very crispy, crusty. She was very crispy
I
and
know.
crusty with us. But yeah, thanks
So,
to Dharti,
yeah,
she initiated the conversation, as awkward as it was, but she did it and she swallowed the bullet.
Yes.
Yeah, because for some people, like, I'm not the person who can share if I'm sad or if I'm
Not
going through
many
any-
people are.
Yes.
Not many
So
people
I
are.
cannot share upfront, but you have to see those signs in your friend who cannot share. There are people who will just say it, I'm going through this, and but there are people who cannot share. So look those signs in your partners, in your friends, in your daughters, your kids.
Your spouse?
Yeah.
It's very
It's a very
important
important
with your
thing.
parents and children, and this goes for any relationship.
relationship.
Please be vigilant, don't drop your guard, because these are the silent triggers.
Silent
calls
triggers.
for help. So catch it before the tipping point.
Yeah. So if you want to be a good friend, focus.
A good person, actually.
Person, friend, both. But since we're talking about friendship,
But
please be
always be
observant with
assertive and
around your
always,
your
yeah.
circle.
Yeah, I think this is also something for me that really works. I mean, as she said, she doesn't one-sided relationship. So I feel that it should be a two-way street, because then if it's one-sided, they're self-obsessed.
Yes.
They
Yes.
become overtaking.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
think
that's where it comes, no? They are so obsessed with themselves and they are fun that they don't
They don't
realize that
have.
what their friend is going through.
Not
So
only
that
fun
is-
about, they keep telling their stories, but they don't bother that maybe the other person
person
is,
also
is
needs to
going
talk.
through. So
Yeah.
you should realize that you're constantly talking. Just take a step back and
Be a
just look
listener.
at the person.
Yes.
Is she enjoying the talk, or is he enjoying the talk, and then take it.
And
ahead.
very important point is, okay, fine, you have good listening friends. They are really good listeners, both of them, and I'm the talker. But even the talker needs to realize that the listeners need help at the same time they need to talk it out, vent it out.
No, but
at
I
the
think
right point.
you talk, yes, but you're
But
also
you're
very
observant.
observant.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
she's
yes,
also observant, and maybe she goes home and she ponders about the whole conversation replay. I don't know what it is, but she's definitely observant.
Yes, the change in behavior definitely.
Or she's a great multitasker, one of the two. But yeah, I think that's the beauty of midlife, and that's the beauty of being 40. You're self-assured. You stop over-giving. You stop over-expecting. So I think
True. So true.
I love this phase of my life. My
Yeah,
second
the
act.
best, the beautiful,
Yeah.
and the most confident phase of your life,
phase
I
of
feel.
life,
Yeah.
where you can gauge the right things, the right people, which is very important.
And you have so much of clarity, with that experiences of two
Of
decades. You have gained so much of clarity that
You now know what you don't want to do.
Exactly.
Okay, we have one more game. Would you
Oops.
rather?
Yay!
Let's go for it.
Let it be
Sure.
more fun.
Yes. So Ramya, you go for the first question. Okay. Would you rather prefer memory loss, or would you willingly forget things?
Okay, that's my question.
Unknowingly.
Since you asked the question, let me answer it now for you.
Okay.
Selective memory loss. I have a good memory, but I would want selective memory
Ditto.
loss.
We conveniently forget things.
I am anyways forgetting everything lately, so I would rather go for
Good memories. True.
We'll help you remember.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Two eyes.
So yeah, the next question, guys, would you rather host a perfect party that nobody remembers or a disastrous party everyone talks about?
Okay, for me it would be a perfect party. It's my responsibility to give them good memories. So that's my take on it.
How about you, Ramya?
I invariably, disaster and me are synonymous. We go very well together, and invariably it becomes disastrous somewhere or the other. But I think these guys have a good laugh at the end of it.
But we have a good time as well.
For
It's
me-
always memorable.
Yeah.
For me also, a good party. We have created the moment there. Now, if they remember, they forget, it's up to them. But at least give them a beautiful moment. That's about it.
True.
So guys, don't worry. I mean, these guys, throw good parties. But then I'm a person that, although, however well intentioned my motives are, a disaster ends up happening. But don't worry. I mean, as long as your heart is clean and you're doing it, positively, everything works out fine, and people will remember no matter what.
True. Okay, I have one more question. Would you all prefer having more energy or more time?
More energy. Time is not in our hand. It's 24 hours for everyone. But as at this age, the energy is depleting. So more and more of energy.
Yes. So guys,
Yeah,
take
there
care.
is a lot of time, but I want more energy
More
to
energy.
manage the time well.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if
So
you
guys,
have
have your
energy,
multivitamins.
Yes.
I think different friends for different phases.
As we said, that one friend mostly everybody has, but distance makes it difficult. So for me, it's different friends for different phases of life who take care of my emotional needs, my well-being, and everything. So that's my take on that.
For me, the fewer the better, because I'm not a number person.
Yes.
I'm okay with 1, 2, 3, but they have to be the best, the thickest friends. So
True.
I wouldn't say one, I wouldn't say many. I'm somewhere in between, as always. Yeah.
Okay. And I have one last question. Would you stand up for the right but risk your friendship, or stay silent and keep that friendship going strong?
Stay silent. Partners in crime always.
What about you?
So,
I would support my friend. Anybody I love, I will support them through thick, thin, black, white, everything.
Oh, okay.
No, I am not going to be the
Watch guard. No, but I am
flag
different.
bearer of righteousness.
No, if I love somebody, that's it. I'm going all out.
No, but that's not the take. The question was very simple, but the thing is, we are trying to say that if somebody is doing wrong, would you still help that person?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Oh, not me.
like
not me.
not in a
If
serious crime.
Okay, it's my responsibility as a friend to make them understand that you're going wrong. Then it's up to them how they want to take it forward.
No, I'm sure
So
that at
that's
this stage
my
in
take
life,
on
we are not going to do something like that of that magnitude.
Yeah. But this is just a general question, like yes
But
or no.
I'm okay.
So agree.
I will
disagree.
support my friend. I will support.
So me too.
Even
also
I support,
Always.
but I support with my decision where I put across the right and the wrong, and then it's up to them to pick. So yes.
Got it, happy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's end of our this segment.
Yes, so that's basically, so this friendship is actually the premise of midlife mix. So we thought what better topic to talk about than friendship.
To start off with.
So, if your 40s have taught you that friendships are complicated, hilarious, healing, and sometimes downright exhausting, trust us, we are right there with you. We haven't figured it all out, and we all will do it together.
Yes.
And guys, another advice is hold on to the friends who make you laugh. Then just leave the ones who drain your energy out. And remember
The energy
your
suckers.
energy vampires,
Enjoy
right?
energy vampires.
And always remember that it's never too late to edit your circle.
Yes, so that's a wrap for this episode of Midlife Mix. And if you have any comments, any friendship stories which you would like to share, or even for us to address it, please write it down below and we will definitely address it for you.
So we'll see you in the next episode of Midlife Mix. I hope you enjoyed our premiere episode as
Yeah.
much as we did.
Yes, be kind, save your friends to thick and thin. Keep
Keep
mixing.
And stay kind, guys.
And
Subscribe.
love.
Like, share, and subscribe. Love, whatever.
Thank you.
Everything.
Bye.
Thank you.